have slept in. We're going to leave at 3. But I needed it. That slate was nice, and it was lightning and thunder. It was kind of cool. Big old storm. Okay. Well, I got pulled over by the state trooper for speeding, and that's why I couldn't answer the phone. So I got a ticket, but I don't know. I don't know what it's going to cost. But yeah, I have to call the phone number and find out. So,
almost Lake Powell.
I mean, we are not.
We're in Cameron, Arizona, just stopping for some chow. Man, we woke up this morning to some intense lightning and thunder, and then we left at 4 a.m. Phoenix, driving through Flagstaff. All of a sudden, they're like, man, is that snow? You could barely see, it was dark, but sure enough, man, not only was it raining, then all of a sudden there's snow on both sides of the road. It's only October 5th. A lot of ice. Got down to 1 lane. Ice, snow, sleet, rain. So that was exciting. And now it's looking pretty nice. Snow on the mountains, dusted around here. But we are at almost 7 o'clock a.m. and up in Cameron, heading toward Page, and then we'll cross over into Utah. I'll check in later. We came in on this back road. We actually skirted up into Wyoming and then over into Utah and up in this back road into Idaho. And it wasn't exactly what I pictured when looking at topographicals. Well, when looking at satellite footage, not exactly what I pictured when looking at satellite footage. We came in, it's some pretty thick sage. I don't know why I pictured more grassy flat land, sort of meadowy areas to camp. I guess that's what I'm kind of used to. I don't think so. Just stand back so I don't get you. Right in there.
Did you seal the bag up?
Yeah, just give it a stir. Seal it up. It's Sunday night. We are cooking up some Mountain House meals. We just found a spot on this ridge line, camping right next to the truck. Get some food. Tomorrow's Monday. Our plan is to drive around, sort of get the lay of the land. That'll give us an idea of the whole area looks like. Tuesday we can do some glassing and hopefully pinpoint something that we can target on Wednesday morning. Where's your spoon? Here, show you what I got.
Mine's landed in a cow pie.
What I got?
That looks like it's pretty old.
Yes, sir. This. Let me show you this. gave me this. He took it on a backpacking trip in the 70s. Initials carved on and everything. Got my knife, my fork, my spoon. It's very special. I cleaned it with some. I got the varnish off it with a little polish. It had been sitting in that bag probably since the 70s.
Probably has.
GTB. Man. Let's see what my house looks like. It's stir time, I think. It's about supposed to sit. About 4 minutes for mine. Give it a stir. Let it go a little longer. Let's see. Chicken dumplings, not looking bad.
And then after you stir again, you're supposed to let it stand for 8 to 9 minutes.
Yeah. Yeah.
We left Arizona yesterday, and early, like 4 in the morning, and it rained all the way to Idaho. I mean, all the way. And we got in. We took a couple of back roads and ended up on a back of a high hill and a bunch of sagebrush, and in the dark found a place to camp. And we set up camp, spent the night there, kind of scouted it out a little bit this morning. Didn't like the area, so we moved over to where we are now. So we have base camp set up. You can see that behind me there. And we're deep in the country here. Took this road. We're at BLM land, and it's looking pretty good. So the plan is, it's like 3 in the afternoon now. We're gonna take a walk, and we're gonna walk up that ridge up there. And there's like a creek or a lake or some water source on the other side of that hill. So we're gonna go check it out. It's after 3, so this is about the time that the deer start coming out of their beds and foraging, and we're gonna take a look and see if we can see anything. So far, we saw a cow moose and a calf. We've seen bald eagles. We've seen a lot of mule deer does, and trying to think of what other critters we've seen.
One little buck.
Well, yeah, one buck, but a little buck. Oh yeah, we saw elk too. So we've seen a lot of animals, but you know, we don't hunt for another day.
How about bald eagles?
Yeah, bald eagles. That was cool. All right, check them back. It's starting to snow. I don't know if you can see that or not, but there's weather coming in.
Big bull elk, along with a bunch of cows up on the hill. Here, let me show you. It's time to fire this boy up. Let's see what we got here. Let's see what we can do here. Oh, where am I? Here we go. All right. What we got here? Tomorrow we're gonna wake up and go that way. Go that way, see what we find. We just went that way. 2 miles, 2-mile loop, 2 ridge lines over, glassed back this way, glassed that hill, found a bull elk and some cows, came back down, hooked into a road, and now we're ready for steak. We got up this morning.
These are ATV tracks.
ATV tracks. And here's a camp. Here's camp. We're leaving camp. We got up this morning and I made some coffee. Had a big glass of coffee ready for Dad when he got out of the tent. Got to honor your parents.
That's right.
And
He made me a steak last night too, so he's doing a good job of honoring his dad.
that was good. It was good. We had some cream of wheat this morning.
Yeah.
We did a little glassing. Glassed up. We went out in the middle of the valley and glassed up all these surrounding mountains. Saw a couple other trucks doing the same.
Yeah.
Then we went exploring a little bit and it started snowing.
Yeah, the weather came in.
We set up on a good ridge, but it all got kind of socked in by snow and fog.
You could just see the clouds gather around the top of the peaks and then just work their way down towards us, and then pretty soon it was snowing.
Yep.
And that was like, oh, can't see anything.
So we came back to camp, sat in the truck for a little while, maybe dozed off for 20 minutes or so. And now we decided to go on a hike. We're gonna go up this trail and see where it leads, because tomorrow's opening day. I want to get an idea of what's up here so we can formulate a plan for tomorrow. I'm hoping that this trail leads to some adjoining ridgelines we can get out to and then glass down into multiple little valleys from there and try and get away from some people. You're not supposed to be riding ATVs on this trail, but people are, so that's unfortunate. All right. looks cold the way I'm dressed. I'm so comfortable though. I gotta show you this. I'm gonna turn this around. That's what I'm looking at. See something. Headed back to camp. Try and dry off for a little while. There's not much to see. It's just too white. It's too hazy. I keep thinking about my son. My son graduated from Navy boot camp a couple months ago, and he's going to serve with the Marines. I was in the Marines, and the Navy handles all of our medical, call them corpsmen, and our religious needs. And he's going to be a religious program specialist. So he just finished A school and he's off to Marine combat training. So as my son's getting set to go off to Marine combat training, I'm walking and I'm thinking about, I was thinking about how difficult this hunt is and how I'm thankful for the struggle. I'm thankful that it's difficult. I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm hoping that tomorrow morning a deer runs right in front of my path. And it's not, because I've already put boots on the ground for 2 days. But it just, anymore, we've created this society for ourselves through technology that we don't have to struggle. We want for nothing. We've made our lives very easy. And if you want food, you just go down to the grocery store. And if your car breaks, you just take it to the mechanic. And there was a time, a couple living out here would build their own house and make their own clothes and kill and butcher and cook their own foods and make their own butter and be thankful for little things in life. And nowadays, we want for nothing that we actually need. It's all provided for us. So the things that we do want, what it takes to make us thankful is just BS. It's a bunch of garbage. It's electronics. It's whatever, games. And I just feel like people used to have a better grasp on what it means to be thankful for things. And so my son, I'm saying this because I think my son is a little nervous to be going off to Marine combat training, but I'm so thankful that he's going to have an opportunity to overcome something difficult, to struggle, to see what he perceives may be a boundary for himself and work past it. Because we don't have a lot of opportunity for that nowadays. The settlers, everything was a struggle. You had to overcome all the time. We just don't have to overcome things anymore. And over the last couple of years, he's such a good kid, man. Such a good young man. He shows such empathy toward other people. He's really intelligent and really kind and really funny. God, he's just a good guy and I miss him. I'm thinking about him a lot. I haven't seen him in a little while. And tomorrow, so it'll be opening day for me tomorrow, and I'll be hiking out into these woods, and he'll be getting on a plane and going on to his next adventure, Marine combat training, at the same time. And so we're both going into something tomorrow, so I'll be thinking about him a lot. But, over the last couple of years, he's helped me hang all the drywall in my house. He's helped me knock down walls. He helped his grandpa pull electrical all through the house. He's mudded and drywalled, and he asked me he asked me to help him change oil in his car, so I got to teach him that. And that just got me thinking about the universal man. That's what we should strive to be. The universal man. I want to raise the universal man. Someone who can speak intelligently about academia, someone who appreciates the arts, but someone who can kill and butcher their own food, someone who can provide for their family in that manner, someone who could fix their own car. That's getting more difficult nowadays with all the electronics, but someone who can change their own oil, someone who could fix a flat tire on the side of the road, someone who at a young age is confident enough when a situation happens to say, I got this, and work it out. That's the universal man. That'll make a good husband. That'll make a good father, because he's already got the relationally, he's very loving and shows a lot of empathy to everyone else, and I'm just very proud of him. So I don't know, I just started thinking about that when I was thinking about the difficulties of this hunt, and how I'd hope it is difficult. I think that's why I want to do it. If it wasn't difficult, I don't want to go to some high fence operation and where they say, that's yours, that's number 56 over there, go shoot that one. I don't want to do that. I want this. I want to be connected to something difficult. I want to overcome something. And that got me thinking about my son and having to overcome his own challenges at the same time as I'm doing this. So it's just cool. It's a cool thought. He's a good kid. Love him. I'm getting to do this with my dad. My dad's in his 60s, and he's lifelong waterman. He's a surfer, deep sea fisherman. I mean, he could dive for abalone, just anything connected to the ocean, he knows it. But he's just never big game hunted. But he grew up in the city, and didn't have the opportunity to have anybody teach him. But he's definitely a universal man. So when I told him I was doing this and I was going to just walk out into Idaho, and he was recounting his backpacking trip in the early 70s. He was a teenager, and I think they went through Yosemite for a couple of weeks. And he was, I think, got a little nostalgic for that trip. And so we have packs, we have one-man tents and small stoves, and the ability to walk out and set up a little satellite camp somewhere. But we don't know the lay of the land very well, and we seem to be in a really good valley with good glassing all around us. So right now we've set up more of a larger camp, more of a base station, and we've got all week, so we'll see what tomorrow brings, how far we get, and if we find a spot where we decide we'd like to come back here and stay out here for the night, we'll do that. But hopefully we just find a big buck tomorrow morning standing right in front of us. I wouldn't feel bad about that now that I've already done a bunch of hiking and glassing. I wouldn't feel like it was cheap, Like if I drove in here and woke up opening morning and just walked out and saw a buck, that would be a little cheap. I mean, I'd still take it, but I want the experience, remember? So that's all. I see camp. Check in with you later.
This area is. I mean, if you wanted that big bull, I mean, he is in a high meadow up there.
Up there? Oh,
up
yeah.
there. I mean,
that is way high.
Way high. And he's probably like, I'm staying here for a month until it's over.
Yep.
He's feeling bad. I couldn't straighten my leg a little while ago. Now I can.
How are you gonna go tomorrow?
It's like, damn, I'll be better tomorrow. We'll just have to see how the day goes on. I'm trying to get in the back of the truck because I want a beer. It's like, I'm gonna have a beer, and it's like I can't climb into the truck.
That's fun. Did you get your beer?
I did. I got my beer. It's all going now.
I'm surprised you never hunted working at St. Andrews so long when you were young.
Yeah, I got my hunting license. I took the training, got my hunting license, never went.
Oh, really? Did you have anybody take you though?
Not really.
That's the, yeah,
And I wasn't that super excited about it. I mean, I like the shooting and everything, but it just wasn't. I never experienced it. Never really knew it with that. So it just was like, I don't know.
Well, I've never.
Vinny, my boss Vinny was the only contact I really had with, and he would go dove hunting when dove hunting season opened, and he was always joking. I mean, he was the happiest guy I'd ever met, and he was always joking about stuff, and he would tease his friends, like when they go dove hunting, it's like he said, I got 6 and he got 10, but he's like, but he was shooting them off the power lines. Stuff like that, He goes, that's no fair. Can't shoot them off the power lines.
Oh, there's some deer right there. 2 does just run through.
Where? Oh yeah.
3 does.
Oh, those are deer.
Yep.
Nice.
Come on, big buck. Where are you at?
Yeah, okay.
Where are they going though?
I actually saw deer.
Right, so we know there's deer.
Yeah. We saw them.
We're in this blind.
Right now we are.
Yeah. Okay, look, I'm watching them. They're gonna go up this ridge.
Are you seeing them right now?
Yeah, right here, over the truck, over the F-150 symbol.
Oh, I see them.
Right. Watch where they go because bucks will go there too. Where's the buck? Bring him back on out. And that's it, because I lost the rest of my footage. My hard drive crashed. I was lucky that I found this stuff, and that's why I threw this together, because, it was a good time with Dad. I had some good conversations with him, and I wish I had the whole thing, but at least I know I'll never lose this stuff. If I had the rest of it, man, I would have made the videos smaller. I would have broke them into parts. That's why this one was so long. I just needed to put it all in there. But we ended up going up to northern Idaho. We moved spots like 3 times. Had a great time, and I guess I just needed the practice of putting these movies together too with some of my footage. But I don't know, man. Is there a way to? I have the hard drive. I just can't. I can't get Windows to start on it. So I don't know if there's a way to recover it. Let me know. If I come across the rest, maybe I'll do a part 2 or something. But that's it, man. That's all I have for my Idaho trip. You got to see us go right up to before opening day. So it's more of a, I guess, a camping trip video. So, all right. Talk to you later.